Good day, welcome to Germany, turn number 7. And Germans are now still on the march here, so let's get with the purchase units phase. So for 59 IPCs, the Germans are going to be buying 5 infantry, 4 artillery, 1 mechanized infantry, 2 tanks, and a strategic bomber. Alright, now on to the combat movements. Alright, for the combat movements, we're going to start off with, for movement of 3, so with 4 movement left in their gas gauge, the 2 strategic bombers from Leningrad are going to strategic bomb the industrial complex here in Russia. And also with a movement of 3, with 2 movements left in their gas gauge, the 2 fighters from Leningrad are going to be escorting. Next, the infantry in Archangel is going to move into Smolensk. He's going to be supported by a tactical bomber from Leningrad with 3 movements left in its gas gauge. It's only moved 2. Next, single tank from Belarus is going to move through Bryansk and attack Rostov. He'll be supported by a movement of 3 with 2 fighters and 2 tactical bombers. They all have 2 movements left in their gas gauge. Next, the force here in northern Italy of 12 infantry, 3 tanks, and 2 artillery are going to attack southern Italy against 4 infantry and 3 artillery. Next, the 3 transports here in C-Zone 112 are going to move to C-Zone 111, and they're going to drop off 6 infantry. Pick the 6 infantry up from Western Germany and drop them off in Scotland, and take Scotland. And that is it for the combat movement phase. Now on to combat. Alright, the first battle will be the Battle of Rostov, which will be 2 tactical bombers, 2 fighters, and 1 tank. 4 hits. More than enough to kill everything there. And the 2 defending tanks, both misses. Next. Alright, for the strategic bombing raid in Moscow, I've talked to the warden offline, and he is not scrambling his fighter to defend. So, just the 2 anti-aircraft guns fire. 0 hits. Which is going well for my strategic bombing raids this game. I haven't lost a single bomber yet. And the damage is 10 plus 2 each, so it's 4. So it's 14 damage on the industrial complex in Russia. Lastly, we have the battle in southern Italy. 12 infantry, 2 artillery, and 3 tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And the 7 units defending get 3 hits. So 3 infantry, the Germans are dead. But the Americans are only down to 2 units left. And 5 hits, more than enough to kill the last 2 units. And 2 more units been killed from the Germans. So the Germans lost 5 infantry in total. Alright, I'll go reset the board. Alright, I just forgot the Battle of Smolensk there, which is a tactical bomber, fighter, correction. Tactical bomber, infantry versus another infantry. And 2 hits for the Germans on the first round, and nothing for the Russians. So the Russian guy has been killed. Alright, now I'll go reset the board up. Alright, we're here in the non-combat movement phase now. I've reset the board up. So first off, the tactical bomber that went to attack Smolensk is going to move to Belarus. The two fighters that were escorting the bombers are going to move into Belarus as well. The two strategic bombers also going to Belarus. The two fighters and two tactical bombers that attacked Rostov, you guessed it, they're going to Belarus as well. And consolidating in Belarus, 3 armored divisions from Leningrad are going to go down, and the 2 anti-aircraft guns from Baltic states are moving over. The 2 artillery pieces from Poland are going to move into eastern Poland. The 2 fighters in western Germany are going to move for 4 and land in Leningrad. Over here in the North Sea, the German battleship, cruiser and destroyer and carrier with fighter and tactical bomber are going to move to Sea Zone 111. The 2 German submarines are moving 2 into Sea Zone 109, where they can start convoy operations. Is there a convoy zone here? No. Just double checking. Okay, that is it for the non-combat moves. Now for the place new units. The Germans are going to be building a tank, a mechanized infantry, and an artillery up here in Leningrad. Another tank, 5 infantry, 3 artillery, and strategic bomber in Western Germany. Actually, no, they're going to leave the destroyer here in Sea Zone 112, and one of the fighters is actually going to stay in Western Germany. Just correcting it, I just looking at something here. Alright, now I'll just do a quick recap. In Sea Zone 111, we've got 3 transports, a battleship, cruiser, carrier with a fighter and tactical bomber. Sea Zone 109, there's 2 subs. Normandy, Bordeaux, there's an artillery and an infantry. Denmark has an infantry. Western Germany has 5 infantry, 3 artillery, a tank, fighter, and a strategic bomber. Southern Italy has 3 tanks, 7 infantry, 2 artillery, and I forgot the movement here. 2 anti-aircraft guns from Northern Italy are going to move down and join them in Southern Italy, so they're in Southern Italy. Eastern Poland has 2 artillery. Up in Novigrad with Leningrad, there is a tank, mechanized infantry, artillery, and 1 fighter. In Belarus, there's 2 strategic bombers, 1, 2, 3, 4 fighters, 3 tactical bombers, 4 tanks, and 2 anti-aircraft guns. Smolensk has an infantry, and Rostov has an armored division. Alright, that's it for Germany. Collect income. We have. Alright, decided to make a little cut here, and my son walked in the room. For the collect income phase, the Germans have 52 on the IPC chart, and they got 2 national objectives, 1 for Scandinavian resources and 1 for Leningrad, for a total of +10, so they'll have 62 to spend next turn. Alright, on to Russia.